So, round 3, Pond Guard versus Fatal Faction. As you can see, Pond Guard are the attacking team again, and Fatal Faction will be defending for the second time. Pond Guard have a good chunk of Shield Maidens. They have Liaos, a couple of Cataphracts, a good chunk of Madao, Imperial Pike Guard. They've got Varangian as well, interesting. They have got a Longbow. They've got some Flamey Boys, some Shenjis, and some Stalwarts, plus a Camel or two. Defending team have got a lot of Shield Maidens. They've got Madao, they've got Liaos, they've got Flamey Boys, they've got Shenjis, they've got multiple Flamey Boys. They also have Claymores. They're Varangians of their own, and they have a couple of Camels. Plus a couple of cheeky units of Armigers looking at it. And some Halberdier Sergeants. Interesting. Hero-wise, the defending team have got 2 muskets, they've got 4 poleaxes, 2 Glavy Boys, 3 short swords, and a long sword, plus 2 pikes. The attacking team have got 3 pikes, 2 short bows, almost said swords, 2 poleaxes, is that like 4 short swords, and 3 long swords, plus a Morley Boy. All of the Pond Guard team have got blue artillery out as well. It looks like a couple of Fatal Faction guys have accidentally left golden artillery on. So they're going to have to go back to a resupply and change. I would be very shocked if there was another sally out here. Oh, Pyan's playing longsword as well. So I'll get up into the sky, roughly 100 meters. Seems to be a good way to go. We'll slow down the camera for you guys so it's not too janky when I'm moving around in a sec. Obviously there are some buttons I can push to speed things up, but we won't do that just now. So, Fatal Faction are withdrawing to the sea point. Although looking at it, they've got some units in the... Is that units in the tunnel? They do have units in the tunnel. Interesting. Let me go back up into the air. Apologies for going through the floor. I hope that's not too disorientating for anybody. But they do have quite a few units in the tunnel. I wonder if when this is going off... There's a 3-minute delay. There's a 3-minute delay. It should be fine. I wonder if they're defending here. If that squad that they've got here in the tunnel, with their units being back here, I wonder if they're there so that they can basically sally out through the tunnels over here, say, at B, or straight at the resupply and go and kill things. Now, I'm going to laugh my socks off if it takes longer than 3 minutes for somebody to go and look at that. Like, and maybe going to hear that, but, you know, oops. And my job is to cast, and when I see something, I need to say it, so... On guard, watch your bumhole. It could be about to get finger banged by some Shield Maiden. Although, you might like that, but you know. Sicko, how you doing, bud?
Hello, motherfucker.
That's genius. I thought it was genius as well, Gabba. Everyone just looked at me when I first said it and was like, what the hell are you on about? So, Sicko, it is 1-1 so far. Yeah, I just wrote 2 anyway, but there's 1-1, probably an attack each to go on Reaganopolis, and it's going to go to Grasslands Assault. So, let's see how this goes. Obviously, Fatal Faction again have abandoned A and B, and they are set up on C. Right, now this might sound random, but has that fleet always been there? I know that's got nothing to do with anything, but has that fleet always been there? Do you know what would be cool? If 1 or 2 of these ships had Trebs on. So when you're trebbing, Trebs would come in. Like, you see the let's just say the background Trebs. Like, if that was actually Trebs that would come in onto the back, that would actually be pretty cool. I never even noticed this back here before. Even, like... Oh... Stuff's happening. What's happened? Forsaken Octavian just died here. Fight's going clearly a professional at work. A and B's lost. It looks like Fatal Faction are sallying. Ooh, they could get caught out by that Treb though. Shenjis have stopped right in the middle of it from Monka by the Noop. I think he's managed to save the majority of his unit. I think he only lost like one or two of his guys. That pike just jumped right into the middle of it though, and he's trying to go to a town on them. Oh, there is a fight going on back here. So it looks like the sally out from Fatal Faction did come early enough that I don't think the 3 minutes will gone by. So I don't know if they've done it too early, but we'll see. Good fight going on down there. There's no fight going on at the resupply. There are people from Pond Guard going into the tunnels though to probably try and come up behind these guys. Can you treb that gateway? I don't think it's going to do that much anymore now anyway. Pond Guard are definitely getting to grips with this fight down here. The defenders are dropping units. I like the fact that both teams have tried completely different tactics on this game so far. So there is still fighting going on in the tunnels. I think it's just Bravo's unit by the look of it. Bravo's going to try and retreat. Obviously he's going to have like everyone chasing him. Pond Guard are able to push up onto the stairs as well. But they're not necessarily pushing that hard. These Claymores here are just getting killed for no reason. Bravo did make it out of the tunnels. Pond Guard has pulled back and they're going to go back to the resupply and heal. Unit-wise, Pond Guard now have roughly 150 unit advantage and they've still got almost all of their artillery to play. So very interesting so far. Imagine using free siege for poke. Free stuff now, dude. That's too much. Oh, yeah. We want to see if the Flammenwerfer, if they start Flammenwerfering everything again. Oh, by the Wind Crow just died. They need to be careful. They can only die 3 times and then they're out the fight. So, like, being too overzealous as a hero and getting killed is not the way to go. And Warfarfu here with his ballistas as well, just been able to constantly shoot down onto heroes. Should be doing... Oh, that Treb though as well. Whew. That Treb was good. Almost a 200 unit difference now. Pond Guard being nice and steady. Warfarfu's longbows just constantly been able to plink away as well onto any counter pushes that come out of here. So Warfarfu, I'd love to be able to just tab and see his result so far. Oh wait, he is there, but oh no, he's got 15 units. Alright, yeah, it's not that high. Payan actually had more. My bad, I guess they need 3 minutes to place Artie at sea. Right, so Pond Guard have pushed up onto the plateau outside C. The breach is still up. It's a 3rd health. I wonder if Fatal Faction are going to do anything to get rid of that, because they have destroyed it in the past. They are down roughly 200 units so far. And I'm pretty sure they are definitely losing the hero deaths also. So Pond Guard are charging in now and trying to get rid of some of the retreating heroes. Good Treb went down as well. Definitely got rid of some of the defending units as well, and they've extended their unit advantage even further. They are now capping C, but now Fatal Faction have set up their defense behind the C point. Obviously, there's only, if they stay on ground level, there are only 2 ways that that Pond Guard can attack. Ooh, that's a good Treb. That is a good Treb. They need to be careful. That's like the best place to Treb stuff. You can hit so many, especially there because they swarmed it with so many things. They just lost even more units. So that's what, 250? 240, 230 unit difference now. So Pond Guard doing very well on their 2nd attack. That you don't want to climb up there though. That's not going to go well for you, dude. Somebody just placed a Treb. It's not going to hit anything. But Pond Guard have still got 23 of their artillery to place to 15 of the defenders, so... Monka by the who, Monka by the dog. They sallied too early on the bottom. Yeah, I think they did as well. I don't know if the 3 minutes were gone though. Maybe they expected to get, like, finger poked themselves. Who knows? But I mean, I'm the caster, so if I see stuff, I have to say it. I can't just, like, pretend that I didn't see it and then not say anything. Who knows? Right, so we've got some artillery action.
He fucked up.
I didn't fuck up. I was doing my job. I was casting to the best of my ability. So this cannon is going to be able to do some work, get rid of some of the artillery. It's already got rid of something, so it's not completely wasted. Obviously doing some poke damage on the artillery, or the artillery on the units over there. That Treb might miss. Oh no, we got rid of it. I was going to say that would... Ooh, this is the same push that Fatal Faction did against Zoo on their first fight. Also with the grape shots as well. Very nicely done. These stalwarts are going to get absolutely dominated. There's going to be nothing they can do. And there's nothing... Oh, they've got 2 flames though. They might be able to do something. How many Shinjis are here? Obviously, this is trebbable. I'm going to try getting an angle on this. So the flames from Fatal Faction are going to do work there. Obviously, that Treb going down should be glorious for Pond Guard. The Shenji up on the top, bombing as well is good. They may just have pushed far enough to not take too much damage from that Treb. They are pushing along with the help of the flames as well, so they are doing work on this initial part here. The breach is down, so they can't get any more reinforcements, which means they can push through and wipe quite a lot of the dudes going. That was a good play from Fatal Faction, man. I think that was Fatal Faction that destroyed the breach. It must have been Fatal Faction that destroyed the breach, because that would have made no sense for Pond Guard to do it. So there's still fighting going on down here, but they've basically cleared most of the stuff. Pond Guard's jumping through now, though, I think, trying to get to the flames. I think that's Peepo. Try to get to some of the flames now so they can't, you know, get healed and then re-push back in. That Treb could be extremely good. And the unit difference is now not only 150, but it's 150. Ooh, I didn't see this cheeky bugger here. It's that Hanzo main. Hanzo main managing to get up to the base cap point again. And then we've got the attackers on the back supply as well. Fatal Faction trying to contend that, but I think it's due. They're going to have to pull back to the base point now. And it's going to be 500-ish units against 660, which is going to be a bit rough to deal with. Pond Guard have still got 21 artillery and 6 trebs as well. These guys are about to get caught out as well, which is not good. Yeah, so they've just been charging the ass by Liaos, and they're going to lose their own Liaos. They got away with a couple of the dudes. Interesting. I like that every match so far has been different. Like, the tactics used are different, the pushes are different, like, the aggressiveness, like, how early they're aggressive. I like that it's always a bit different. If it was always just the same old, like, bog standard strategies that just keep getting, like, rinsed out and reused, like, nobody wants to see that. So it's nice. Oliver the Golden, I think, is about to get murdered, though. I think the only way he's going to get away is maybe... Nah, there's too many heroes there now. But I suppose it's slowing them down, so we can't complain too much. We do have some camels out for Fatal Faction. We have some cheeky artillery out for Fatal Faction. There is also Modao, Halberdier Sergeants, even more camels, even more Modao. Back here are some cheeky Chevaliers, some Liao, and that looks to be about it so far. The attacking team have got their own Modao, multiple sets have also got their own camels, they've got stalwarts. Apologies if that was loud. Even more Liaos, even more stalwarts, even more camels. Everyone's got the same stuff. They've also got their own chevaliers. Multiple Liaos, though. Interesting. And the cataphract at the back. So it looks like the Liaos are going to get yeeted in. Then camos are going to come in behind them, probably just squat on the base point. And then Modao are going to be there to clear up everything else. With a couple of shield units just to negate any artillery, probably. I like it. Ooh, cheeky flames though. Some Flammenwerfer for here. These boys from Forsaken Munchuk could do absolute work. Obviously, you can mortar into this bit, but it's Treb safe. But are the guys from Pond Guard going to be able to aim their mortars good enough to land in there? It doesn't look like it at the minute, but we shall see. I think hero deaths wise, Fatal Faction should have lost more heroes than Pond Guard so far as well, so we shall see. Yeah, that breach description was very good. But as you will see in a few minutes, Pond Guard have progressed onto the base point. They do have unit advantage, roughly 200 units, maybe slightly less, 180. They obviously have the artillery advantage still, and they still have, as of now, 5 more trebuchets. So they still do have the advantages. They have time as well. They've got 8 minutes roughly to just soften up Fatal Faction. Fatal Faction have got a couple of long swords, although I can only see 2 at the moment. Obviously, Pond Guard losing a hero there isn't the best. That Treb's not the best either. There's nothing really there to hit. I wonder if he was like trying to hit here. And then it just like sometimes it just slides off an object and just lands further back than you want it to. Ooh, they have seen this stuff here now. They are trying to treb inside it though. Who was that? Is that here? Yes, they're trying to get in here and get rid of... That's good. If they can get enough of those off. I can't see how many flames are there. There's at least 4 models. If you just aim slightly further left, you might be able to start getting rid of those. If Fatal Faction get a longsword... Oh, they're pulling the flames back anyway. Okay. There's like 6 models of those flames. And the artillery, the model that was hitting has just run out of ammo, so... Are they pulled the flames all the way back? Or are they pulled them back here? Okay. Okay. Oh, looks like the push is coming now though, boys. 6.5 minutes left to go. We'll get an angle on this. It looks like the initial fight's going down there. Multiple IP GWOCs going off. Liaos. Flames going off from the attackers as well. Die Flammenwerfer. Diesen da. IPG against IPG. Flames on this side against the push on this side. The main push from Pond Guard is getting through though. They are making progress. They've got Modao on the point. Modao are going to brace in front of the Chevaliers. The Chevalier crossbows though will do work against those. They are like strung out along this line here. They should do quite a lot of damage because there's no shields there. It looks like Pond Guard have definitely pushed through and done more damage so far. They've still got 200 unit advantage and 2 heroes so far. There are a lot of flames from both teams going off though. So whichever team can clear the flames best is going to do better. Liao's here coming through from Pond Guard as well. It looks to me like Pond Guard are getting control of the base cap though. Like the base plateau, let's say. Especially with these flames back here. Although the flames have just been jumped on by a hero and a couple of units. Shield Maiden's coming in now. They might be able to clear out those flames, and then that's going to help a lot for the Fatal Faction. Fatal Faction is not going to win. They're down to 5 heroes, I've just seen. The attackers have still got 11. Unit-wise is like double. And GG. That's a good one. That is a good one. That's Fatal Faction. And it's not fine. That was literally happening for Fatal Faction. That was perfect timing. I love it, Minrin. The amount of ass Nine Fingers uses. I mean, I have a fetish, okay? Don't judge. GG Pond Guard. Nice. So, very nicely done. Hero-wise was a lot more even than the last 2 battles. So 18 to 32. Obviously 32 died for Fatal Faction. More units died for Fatal Faction as well. 800 to the 622 of Pond Guard. MVP for Pond Guard was IPOP with 19 assists. That is the highest assists and 126 unit kills. Also the highest units killed. Highest heroes killed goes to Valiant again, I believe. I think he had the highest last time with 7. Very nicely done. That loud screaming is kind of obnoxious though. But MVP for Fatal Faction is Forsaken Octavian with 0, 3, 8 and 52. Highest units killed is 83. Best assist I think is 12 from Planter. And most heroes killed is 6 from Don Morales.